urban voodoo machine. There's a million more of you floating around. I managed to grab you two in my grasp. Hello.
Hello, how you doing? Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too.
Nice to be here as well, you know.
Yeah, of course, always.
It's just such a great atmosphere, and you know, so many cool people around,
and it's your stomping ground, isn't it? You always come here, you always play. And
yeah,
you
you know, I've sort of had a couple of little side projects and stuff over the last couple of years, but I got the full urban voodoo machine experience this year, which is, you know, nice.
Managed to extend the stage for you.
Yeah, they had to double the stage, I think, to fit us all on. I think there's 11 of us on stage tonight, so.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's going to be crazy. As always, the whole lineup.
It's got to be crazy. Well, not the whole lineup. Yeah, we don't have the heavily pregnant sousaphone player.
Of course, yes. We one down tonight, yeah?
That's right, yeah. We're not going to talk about who impregnated her.
Oh, no, okay. So just so everybody knows, we're talking about your lovely other half, who is your trombone player, right?
Yeah, no. She plays my trombone sometimes, but no, she's in the band, she plays the sousaphone.
I want to live.
Dan the man. Sorry, I got to call you that because you are. Dan Smith, how you doing?
I try. Thank you. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you
Another
too.
year in a row, yeah.
Yes, another year indeed.
Yeah.
Another year under the belt for Dan Smith.
Yeah, I always love coming here. It's a great convention. I think everybody feels the same. It's like excited the whole year, you know, for this weekend. So,
how would you compare this to working like in the studio? Is it really different? Would you compare it? You know, is it the same or?
No, it's probably the polar opposite, I would say. Especially like my place, I actually just opened my own little place called Captured Tattoo a few months ago. So it's an appointment-only studio in Tustin, California. So I kind of went from Hollywood, and it was really busy and really crazy. I was there for nearly 5 years, and I opened my own place, and it's just mellow. I do my appointments. I have my good friend Danny Derrick working with me, and that's it. Just guests coming, you know, regularly. So it's, you know, I had many years of the craziness, you know. So I always would compare, you know, conventions to the shop in Hollywood, to High Voltage. But now, I'm kind of taking it a bit more easy. So
you got in touch with a famous photographer got in touch with you about
very surprising. It was a photographer called Kevin Cummings. He has an amazing body of work, a huge reputation in. I mean, he started off in the Manchester music scene, so he grew up with bands like Warsaw, Joy Division, Stone Roses, Smiths, New Order, that whole scene, Happy Mondays. So I actually got an email in my inbox from him wanting to take a picture of me because I guess he knew that I was, you know, a fan of those bands and that scene. So. I got off the plane and pretty much went straight to the photo shoot, which was just great. You know, he was a lovely guy, and it's really cool to actually come back here, being from here, and meet people that were crucial parts of history, you know what I mean, musical history. I grew up playing music from the age of like 13 or 14, so it's pretty much, you know, I've been able to travel the world and meet a lot of people with both music and tattooing, so it's always, you know, it's always been about both to me. And I think from that, I get asked to do a whole lot of like music-related tattoos, which I'll never have a problem with.
So Dan, talking about things that have inspired you, artists, music-related, now let's go back to tattooing, of course. You have an interesting tattoo you've had done quite recently by a tattoo artist that you think is, would you say one of the greats?
Yeah, from George, my friend George Bone. It was a few years ago, but I mean, he's a perfect example of, you know, a great person, like the greatest heart, you know, and it's someone who I've ever met, and just through same situation, like I don't know, I think it just comes down to really being a good person and caring and having a big heart, you know, like those people tend to stick together, and I like that a lot. Yeah, he's definitely into, like, you know, the spooky side of things, you know, goth side of things, which I am too. So he actually tattooed a bat and some lips and fangs.
Very
right there.
nice. I'm a huge fan of bats, can I let you know as well, so that I am very happy
that was
with.
from a sheet he did in 1980.
Well, talking about vibes, it's always a lovely vibe when we're in the environment of
Thank
Dan
you,
Smith.
I appreciate that.
Such a good time to
Thank
see
you.
Thank you.
Yep.
Fun Lovin Criminals.
Oh,
hey.
Yeah.
So, are you as fun loving as they all say?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah,
Yeah?
yeah. We like to have a good time all the time.
Yeah?
You know, that's the key.
Well, I have heard that you do have much fun on the road. And,
He has the most fun though.
You do?
Yeah, I guess. I sightsee and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
He's a Mormon, so he's a bigamist, so he can have like nine wives.
You know, yeah. I sightsee with each of them in different
Do you have 9 wives?
No.
Okay. 8?
No.
Just one. Okay.
One's enough, really.
Now, Huey, you've been known for your fun tricks and maybe your Scooby snacks. You're going to be playing that one tonight?
Yeah, we have to. I mean, there are two types of bands. Bands that play to the crowd and bands that play for the crowd. We always play for the people. We will give the people what they want. That's the idea.
Well, talking about that, I decided to wear this today because I thought
The band wears collared shirts, yeah.
You look better than we look.
Oh, come on.
No, I really do.
Look, I
Frank,
had
you
to,
look really extra special.
I
had
man.
to be
look
done.
like I run the show, don't I?
Yeah,
It's the felt.
yeah.
That's what it is.
It's important. The felt means importance.
You want to feel it again?
Yeah, go on then. Let's feel the felt. There's actually there's your new road quote. Feel the felt. Yeah.
Feel the felt.
Not touch the cloth.
Feel the felt.
Too bad we named our DVD already.
Feel the felt.
Oh, I like it. Now I'm really looking forward to watching you guys play. As always, you're a fun band to watch.
We love to play. I mean,
it's gonna be great.
I mean, when we were first asked to do this gig, it was just going to be me. Hey, Mark, what's up, man? And Frank was going to come down and help me out in the fest. I was like, well, what's wrong with me? So then we decided to do the whole Fun Lovin Criminals thing, and it was one of the things that, as Marcus knows, our dear friend Charger had passed away, and we were out on tour, and we weren't allowed to make his party, and we were going to play this party. And this is our way of paying homage to him and respects and honor to him, and also the brothers. They're mad cool, and I mean, it's like these guys we know like probably longer than a lot of other people we know.
Almost 20 years. 20 years.
20 years.
We've had great times with them.
Even the dudes in New York at the Limelight, man.
Yeah. If they ring you up and ask you to come and play a show,
You're there.
you have to say yes.
Huey, and you naughty
Frank
men,
in advance.
you go and play your show because you've got a crowd waiting you, okay? I'm going to drink all your beers while you're in there,
All
okay?
2 of them. I got 2 left.
Oh, what? Oh, thanks a lot. This is a unique experience of the tattoo convention. We have Tim Hendricks actually tattooing a another tattoo artist from India, who we had a good chat with earlier. Very lovely to speak to, as always. Tim, how's it going?
Work as always. It never stops.
All work and no play, huh?
Yeah. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Just, doing the usual, having a good old chat with everyone, checking out some amazing artwork, and having
You
a good
enjoying
time.
yourself?
As always, yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. Always. Could you tell us a little bit about the piece that you're working on at the moment on India?
Right now I'm tattooing a portrait of my wife on my homie Indio right here. No, I'm just kidding. I drew her on, but my friends make fun of me because they say that all the girls I draw on have some kind of traits that my wife has, maybe in the mouth or the eyes.
That's very romantic of you.
I guess so. But no, we're just drawing on a girl here. I know, right?
Shit, my wife's gonna kill me.
Just say it's her.
So you can't see what's going on behind you. The name's on there and everything, you know.
What's her name?
Her name's Angelica.
So who is this lovely lady that's actually going on India's arm?
Just a girl straight out of my head.
Yeah?
I draw them how I see them, you know? I try to make them look pretty. That's all I care about.
Well, she's looking definitely very pretty right now.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
And both of you two are as well.
Thank you.
Displaying your ink and actually doing it on each other. That's nice. So this has just popped in your head. India's come over and said, okay, I want this amazing chick on my shoulder. And so think of it. And this is what you thought of and just drawn it on his arm, right?
Yeah, I just drew it on.
Not on paper, just straight on his arm.
No, straight on his arm. Things fit better that way. A lot of people constrain themselves with drawing it on paper first because it may look good on an 8.5 by 11 piece of white paper.
Yeah.
But then when you put it on the body, it bends around a part of the shoulder or something and it doesn't look right.
So you've made this to work with the movement of India's body. So that's very important, yeah?
I try to do that. You make me sound like I know what I'm doing.
Well, you certainly do. Tim, it's always a pleasure to talk with you. I'm going to leave you to it because this is very intricate work. And
thank you very
amazing.
much.
Thank you. You guys. Cleo Wattenström, thank you very much for spending some time here with me. Have a nice chat. How did you get into modeling?
I think I started getting requests and emails, and then I eventually said yes to somebody, and then once a few pictures leak out, it leads to other things and people contact you.
Yeah. So just by randomly, it then started to progress even bigger and bigger, and
yeah, I didn't have a plan really. I was more into my tattooing, and then.
Oh right. Yeah. So it started first with tattooing, and then the modeling came after that.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as in being inked yourself, yeah?
Yeah.
So what was your first tattoo? When did you start getting tattoos done?
I got a tiny one on my hip when I was like 13, and then I didn't get anything until I was and then I didn't get anything until I was 16. And
Still
then
very young.
Yeah, right. And then I kept on going and getting bigger pieces, and then but same thing. I didn't really have a plan, and now I just look like this.
Now, this is something that obviously everyone always asks, but I think it is quite an important question, certainly when you're like a calendar model for tattooing. Yeah. Has it been an addiction to you, being tattooed? Like, is that?
I mean, I think it's like any other thing that you do to alter your appearance. It can get, if you want to call it addictive, but if you're happy with it and you like the way it looks, you want to get more. But now it's not as fun because I covered all the places that are visible. Okay. So now I don't get really excited when I'm getting tattooed. Now it's just like now it's just covering the spots that are left basically. But I remember like when I got my arms and my neck and my chest, and it was like It's exciting. Yeah, you can tell that when you tattoo people how excited they are, and you forget what it's like and how important it is to you.
Let's talk a little bit about your calendar. So that's out now. How long have you been having calendar work done for?
Well, this is my first calendar, really.
Okay.
Yeah, with just me in it.
Right. And how's that going? Selling well?
It's selling well. Yeah, it's fun.
Oh, well, all the best for the future. Thank you so much. It's
Thank you.
lovely to talk to you. Thank you. Now, this is really quite amazing stuff. We're now going back to the ancient roots of tattooing. It's going to be tapped onto the skin.
¿Qué es el estilo que tú vas a hacer?
El estilo que voy a hacer se llama manos libres estilo maya. Es un estilo antiguo maya.
The style that he's going to do now, it's freehand, and it originates from his root, which is Mayan roots in Mexico.
Okay. People, when they think tattoos, they always think machines, and it's always nice to go back to the original roots of how it was originally done.
Porque hay mucha gente que conoce el tatu como con la máquina, pero realmente es el origen de tatu.
Bueno, parte de lo que estoy aquí es para dar a conocer este estilo mexicano antiguo. Esto que hacemos es un proyecto, se llama Proyecto Olman, donde estamos en Palenque, Chiapas, México, nosotros en la selva, haciendo tatuajes ancestrales con Sania. Sania y yo somos parte de este proyecto, venimos juntos.
What he's saying is that that's his work. He feels his work is to kind of bring that work back, that original way of working, doing tattoo. And he's basically starting that project called Old Man in Palenque, in the jungle. And that's where they're doing their tattooing, and they're using only this style. And he's working alongside Sanya, and they've started that project Old Man hace como mucho tiempo, como hace cuántos años.
Esto es un único proyecto en México de rescate cultural, y el proyecto tiene 19 años atrás que lo inventamos. 19 años atrás.
19 years they've been doing it.
So you're translating at the moment. Thank you very much for doing this. It's amazing. Could you ask about the actual tool that he is using and how it works?
Okay, ¿qué puede describir como qué es
¿Cuál instrumento? ¿Qué es?
El instrumento.
Este instrumento es una espina de un puerco.
Spike of a wild pig.
Es una espina que tiene en el cuerpo. El puerco lo tiene en el cuerpo todo, ¿verdad? Estos son plumas de un búho.
And these are the feathers of an owl.
Esas plumas fueron recolectadas en el jardín del estudio Olman, allá en la selva. Yo las recolecto.
And he just picked them from his garden where he's living in the jungle.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Gracias.